Hi, everybody. I am so excited about today. Today is going to blow your minds. Stampin' Up! Has come out with a brand new hot foil system. Now, we've got about a minute and a half before 2 o'clock, and I do say I start at 2. But let me tell you, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. We were able to get in ahead of time about a week ago to be able to order the hot foil system. So we have not been able to play very long, but what I've been able to do has been absolutely gorgeous. It's been a long time since I've been this excited about something, and I just want you guys to be the first to have it in your hot hands. Get it? Hot foil system, hot hands. Um, but yeah, that's only one of a few I probably will end up planning through this. But it is going to change so much, and it's so easy to do. I mean, I think Christmas this year is going to be absolutely a bright, hot holiday because of this hot foil system. Right now, we're the only ones who has it, so you could get it first right here with Stampin' Up. And as you can see, whoops, right there. That's my Stampin' Up! Store, my online store. And that is Crafty Girl Creations, GURL, .stampinup.net. Now, I want to show you, it is going to be a little bit of an investment. It is $160, but I'm going to show you everything that you get for that. And it's amazing. So it's well worth the investment. Um, the number is 170066. So without further ado, it is now 2 o'clock. So I am going to kind of hide that for a second. We'll leave that on the screen. That is I always do this. I haven't learned to quite how to remember to point to this, but this is my Stampin' Up! Store, and you can get the hot foil system here. I'm going to switch on over because this is one of the most exciting things I haven't been this excited about a product, but I've had to keep my mouth shut for since March, which is not easy for me to do. Yes, I'm tearing up because I'm so excited about this, and I think you guys will be too. So I'm going to switch on over to my top overhead camera, and here it is, folks. This is the hot foil system. This is only about, let's see, I'll measure it here. My glass mat, about almost 7 inches tall. From here, the gray pad is about 7 inches. I'm still working on getting a better camera overhead or a better stand overhead so that I could show you everything. But I want to show you, and it is explicit. It is with only Stampin' Up! That you can get this one. And at least for the time being. So we're the first to get it. So that's the important thing. We're first. I want to show you. You will get several different pieces with it. You're going to get the mat underneath, which is what the system, when it's really hot, will sit in. And then to the side here, you'll get another rubber mat. And this is going to be for you to put your hot dies on. You get an operating instructions, Stampin' Hot Foil System. You've got the warnings, of course, on the outside. You've also got the barcodes at the bottom, QR codes, English, and all the different English. I know we've got German, Swedish, Netherlands, and French. And then techniques in the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine, because you will need to have a Stampin' Cut Emboss machine to use this. I'll talk more about that later. It gives you instructions on exactly how to plug everything in, what all the parts are, and how to work your, can't think of what they call your sandwich. So instead of, let me show you this. If you have the cut and emboss machine, you're used to seeing your spacers and whatnot. You don't need any of these because the Stampin' Cut or the hot foil system goes through as a whole piece. So this whole unit will end up going through. So it gives you instructions and tells you step by step how to do this. So I'm going to set that aside because I've been playing with this, and let me tell you, this is great. This is just phenomenal. I want to show you a couple of things that I have foiled. This is done with the pink, and I did some frames and some pieces that I'll cut out, and some, greenery that I'm going to cut it out. And I did pink on pink. Right now, this is Bubble Bath, and I used the pink foil. And there are dies to match all these, and we'll cut those out. I want to show you the next two things. I'm going to show you a couple. That was one set, and I'm trying to keep all the sets here together so I can tell you which ones are which. That was the Flourish and Frames. Okay, the way you know your difference between them is all the gold. That's what's hot foilable. Okay, I'm going to open this up, and I know I forgot that I didn't put anything in between it. What you see here is this is the only one out of this system that I didn't hot foil. The normal dies are in here, and the difference you'll see is there's that line that goes around your normal die cutting surface. The hot foils are can you see the difference in the coloring? How that one's shiny, but that one's not. That's how you tell the difference between hot foil and regular dies. This one's here's the regular die, that's the hot foil. And if you notice, it's a little smaller, so that you could actually hot foil your paper and then cut it out just a little larger, and you make your own hot foil border. So it's just, I'm so excited. I am so excited. So what I have done is I have foiled a couple of things, and then we're going to do this together. I want you to see the aha moment first. Isn't that gorgeous? I am so freaking excited. That is just, look at that shine, guys. And it's like, it's on there. And then we're going to cut these out and put them on a card, and we're going to color the interiors. So I'm going to set that aside. That is, here we go, the butterfly flight hot foil dies. You get the hot foil butterflies like I just showed you, then you get the dies to cut them out, and you get the separate pieces, the body pieces, a couple extra little dies, and some greenery dies to use. Okay, so that is the butterfly flight hot foil dies. And that one is 170045. And then the one I'm going to show you now, oh, this is just the coolest thing. All of this is just just absolutely cool. The sweet sentimental hot foil dies. And they do come in the different languages, but for our purposes, I, of course, spoke the English. Happy birthday. Cheers to you. Sending hugs. Just a little hello. Here's to another year. Have a lovely day. I am so lucky to have you. Thank you. Sending bunches of love. My heart is with you. There's so many sentiments on here. And you see here? Do you remember what the black means? This is a one-piece die. Okay? All of these can be cut out using one foil page and one die. Is that not incredible? So you're going to get all those sayings all at one time. You can do them in any color you want. I did them in the gold. Now for the reveal. Oh, I love it. Oh, I didn't realize the thank you had little blocks in it. So then all you do is take and cut that off with using your die, cut it up. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sentiments. That's 11 cards, guys. 11 cards for a little 4 by 5 1/4 sheet of paper. That is so exciting. I am so excited. Look, I'm shaking. I haven't been this excited over a product in so long. Now, of course, I goofed. I made a mistake. So I'm going to show you the mistake later. You're going to have to wait to see that at the end of the show, at the end of our live. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how everything else that you get. I showed you some parts of it with that $160 kit set. Okay, now you're going to get your power cord. Okay, just going to kind of show it to you up here. I love that it comes with a magnetic end. These are, if you have a Mac, an Apple Mac, you guys know, or Mac Air, then you already know this because that's the way it is there. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. You'll see that, let me scoot this up just a little bit so you can see it. This red dot is going to be blinking. The white is going to be solid. Or this, you know, the light, the white light here is solid. As this warms up, and it takes about 6 minutes, the first time when you start it, about a minute to a minute and a half in between foils, once you have it warmed up. This will go solid red, and then this one will blink when it's ready. So that's as simple as that gets. So we're just going to let this sit and warm up. I've cut some cardstock, but I want to go ahead and I'm going to do we're going to do another set of the butterflies, but instead of the gold, we're going to use the silver. So let me grab my silver. Make sure I get yeah, here we go. The foil I already opened. They come in rolls like this. So, and I'm going to let you know as we go what comes with the original 160. The foils do not. They're $12 a piece. And I'm going to add that in the comments on Facebook. I'll add them. So it comes like this. You got the dark or the dull side here, shiny side there. And that's going to be very important here in a minute. So let me grab my, I know I put it, I'm working with a very small area today. I just got to find my, nope, that ain't them. Oh, they're under here, I think. I got to find my butterflies. Alrighty. I had them right here. When you do this, it's like you're showing so many things at one time. This is what, well, while I'm doing that, there they are. Got them. I want to show you guys something. Have you ever lost a die? This is another piece that comes with your kit. So you get the remover, the foil remover. So as this is on here, I'm going to put it back on here in a minute. You're going to set that on there with the cut side up as the way it looks. This doesn't cut, but to kind of describe it, you want the flat side down. This is magnetic. So when you're done with it, you're going to take and pick that up. You see the button on top? You're going to reach over here and you're going to press down and that comes right off. So I'm going to do that again, put it right there. Easy way to place it on too, so that way you don't get near the hot surface. I am going to cut a page of the silver. And the way I found easiest to do that is I'm going to take and measure this. I measured it. I used another piece to measure it with. And I'm trying to do this where you guys can see me measure. Okay, I measured from the top and only to there. I'm going to roll it to that point. Okay. I'm going to put my scissors at the very bottom, and then I'm going to cut straight across. And then when I get to the end, I'll come over here and there, cut it off. But that way you're using as little as of your foiling as you have to. There, I had a little bit of foil. I'm going to set that aside. And then I am going to grab a sheet, a 5¼ by 4 sheet of white cardstock, and set that with my foil. Because part of my mistake was forgetting my cardstock earlier. Now, for now, there's one more stamp set that's a foil stamp set, and it's a full I mean, it'll fit the whole 4½, or sorry, 5¼ by 4 cardstock. It's a whole piece die, which covers the entire surface. I did not order that. I thought I did, but when my order came, I went, oops. So that's coming. I'll show you that as soon as we get it. So we should be just about ready. So get your drink. If you need a little sip of something, go ahead and get that. And let's see. I've picked out, since we're just playing with this today, I'm gonna kind of just put a card together with what I've done already. Let me go ahead and switch back to me. I'm gonna take and make a card with what I've cut today or what I've done. But there's so many ways. We're gonna use the silver one that we're making now to make a card. And we're gonna use the Stampin' Blends to color those butterflies in, and you could make your butterflies anything you want them to be. You know, they're going to be gorgeous no matter what you do. You can make them different every card you make, so that everyone's card is individualized and made just for them. So this is just the coolest thing since sliced bread, and I want you to remember too, when you go on an order through Crafty Girl Creations, oh, did you hear the beep? It's ready. But if you go on through Crafty Girl Creations and you order for every dollar you spend, you get 10% back in rewards. So you're going to start with a $16 coupon on your next order. You could order the system, wait 48 hours, and then use your $16 in credit to order the foil itself. Yeah, it's going to put you a little behind in getting to play, but you're using $12 towards, $12 of that $16, and you get one free. So I'm just giving you tips to hope, to teach you, well, give you an idea of where to save money. So I'm going to come back over here. It is now red, and this one is blinking, so that means it's ready. You're going to take your foil that you have cut, and you are going to lay that right across that with the shiny side down. Here's what I goofed on earlier, so let's go ahead and put our cardstock on top. You put the green shim in here. That's what happened. When I forgot the cardstock, it went right on the shim and foiled the shim, but now it's decorated. So that's okay. So the shim will go on top of that. And then the Stampin' Up! Hot foil spacer on top of that. Since it is ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and unplug. I'm going to lift up the whole sandwich. And then for space purposes, I had to put my cut and emboss machine, which if you have any other cut machine or the previous Stampin' Up! big one. It's up to you whether you use this or not. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause there for a second. You slowly will put this through, not as quickly as you do normal dies. And you're just taking and slowly pressing this whole thing, that whole sandwich. Because as you can see, this is the top of the hot foil system. Oops, let me get right here. Okay. You're going to take and put that all the way through. Pull it out the other side very carefully. I'm going to put this back and we're going to set it down. And it's not really hot to the touch, but safety purposes, I'm going to take and remove the spacer, remove the shim, grab the corner of my card, set this aside, grab my die, and then drop it onto this side storage or the side piece here. And then here we go. This is the magic. And now that's the butterflies done in silver. Okay. So now that we've foiled, I've kind of set my foils aside, and I'll show you why in just a little bit. I'm going to take this and set it aside. Because what we are going to do is bring that emboss and cut machine back up here. I'm going to set everything over here to the side. Oopsie. I'm going to pull my normal sandwich back over. Here we go. Let's do that the right way with the numbers at the top. And I am going to grab my butterfly. Here we go. I'm just grabbing my butterfly die, which is around all these other pieces, because this is all one die. There we go. Take off, I already took off the top one. I'm going to put this up here so you can see. All I'm doing right now is lining up my die with my butterflies. And then I'm going to kind of slide this back out a little bit. Put my top part of my sandwich on. Hold that down. I'm going to pull it back so I can run it through now. And this is just like you would run through any other die at this point. All right, we're going to set that top here off to the side. And there's all of our butterflies foiled. Okay, we're going to kind of, let me just show you that. There we go. And we're going to kind of just slip that off of there. And then we're going to cut, let's see, we won't need that one right away. I'm going to set this pink one up here. Cut our words next. And we're going to pop that off. And pull my cut and emboss machine back up. Put my sandwich back on here. And where's my words? Alrighty. As soon as I can find my foiled words. that we just made. Alrighty. Sorry, guys. I'm so excited. I'm forgetting where I put things. I just showed you all those beautiful words. Now I can't figure out where I put them. All right, just give me one more second. If I can't find it, then we're going to move on. Let's see here. Don't you love that? It's kind of like at Christmas when you're literally doing your... Oh, there they are. They got buried in the foil. All right, because I want to show you how easy it is to... There they are. To take this and line these up. And the easiest way to do it, and let me put this up here so you can see, is that thank you that had the squares beside it. That's the easiest way, is to make sure those squares are in the squares that are in the die cut, and then you're good to go. Alrighty. Okay, so then we'll put our top plate on, which I got right here. Just lay that down. Oh, I think I moved. Yeah, I did. Little tiny bit. All right, my hands are shaking because I'm so excited. Okay, now we're going to lay that right down. Yes, right down. And we're going to cut. We're just going to go for it. There we go. There we go. Got those in there. And let's just hope that worked out good. Yeah, it got a little off, but everything's still fine. I know my squares got cut just a little tiny bit, but okay, so they don't stay with the thank you. Let me show you. Oops, I dropped one of my sentiments here. There you go. And if you notice, this one's a banner, this one's got a cut on both ends, this one's rounded, that one's different, and they're not all the same. And there's the cut out of it. And voila, I have, what, 11 did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sentiments ready to go. So I'm going to pull those off and put them to the side here. Now, I want to show you, we'll use them. I'm going to go ahead and use what we've got now. Oh, no, that's right. I've got to show you this one. I wanted to show you as many of the sets as I could. Oops, let me get my other set here of foils. Or not foils, but dies. I got all this foils everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one out. This one here. And these are the dies themselves. Like these are what's left on this page is all hot foil dies. So you could use all of those. These are ones I didn't use yet. But I got as many on there as I could. And it looks like see, I'll be able to do that. And then most everything else will be fussy cut. While we're not going to fussy cut everything today, I just wanted to give you an idea of what things would look like. So I am going to cut that middle one out. Cut the emboss machine again. Grab my sandwich. Oops, there we go. put it in the right way. And then we'll start to put a card together. Alrighty, let me get the top, get this lined up. Get that lined up. Let's go ahead and cut this frame out. And then we'll fussy cut everything else. Okay, so there's our frame. It's got the hot foil. I'm going to set this back where it belongs. That way it's already put away. And I want to, I think I'm going to cut these little guys out. I just wanted to show you, I'm going to make just a quick card. And I've got some cardstock here. I went with a white new in color bashful barely blush, barely blush and bubble bath. So I'm going to use the white for this one, and I need to score this. At 4 1/4. All right, so now we've got our card base, we've got our frame, and I want to get one more sheet underneath of that. What color should we use? Because I really want to show off that foil. Let's look. I might even, let me see how this is going to look on here. Not bad. Okay, what I did is I just wanted to see what that would look like, and I think I'm going to take and use, I forgot to grab this earlier. Oh, we're just going to go with it. We're just going to go with it. And I'm going to cut that to 5/4. I've already cut it at 5 1/2, and I think I'll have to cut off a 1/4 inch. Right? Nope, I'm good. I already cut it down. So let's take and glue this on to our card base. Just put a little white, just a little glue on there. Ah, come on. It stuck down before I was ready. That's all right. We can get it on there still. Oh, I did need a little bit of a 1/4 inch, but that's okay. I'm going to go with it. It's going to have stripe on both sides. And we're going to put this on some dimensionals. I went somewhere, so I took all my dimensionals with me, and I ain't put them back. So let me reach over and grab. I've always got them handy, so that's never a problem. We'll put this little guy up on dimensionals. I grabbed the minis, but that's okay. Gotta use them all anyway. I've been doing a couple days of VBS stuff, so that's what last week was about. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and just take all those little things off. And my Tick Your Pick tool is in my VBS stuff. we go. If I just used the, there we go. I think I got them all. And we're going to put that right in the middle. So now we've got that color, or got that layer. And then I'm going to set that up here for a second because we're going to take and color some of our butterflies. And then we're going to kind of put them up on double dimensionals, which we're going to do another layer. No, I don't think I'll need to. I'm going to kind of sporadically place them around. But I want to color them first. So I want to take, and I'm going to use, let's see, I got light azure afternoon, and maybe do some blues with that. Let me get that down here to where I could show you. Let's see. Let's just try with some balmy blue or some, oh, there we go. That's even better. The hydrangea hue. Okay, so I'm going to put these other ones over out of the way. And then we'll add something with that at the bottom. So I'm going to do my lightest colors. Let me get that back up here where you can see. Up here at the top. Let's see, get that up here where it can see you. And just kind of color this in here. Go like every other one. This is the light of the, I think I'm going to use the other end though. Yeah, oh, much better. What I call the paintbrush end. And then we'll come and we'll bring this, both of these is the light. And then we'll do some dark at the bottom. So we're going to replicate that over here. And we'll go ahead and do this one too. And then we got to come up here and do this one. Leave that one, do this one, that one, and this one. Okay, and that's the light hydrangea hue. Now this will be the dark. We'll start at the bottom because I'm just going to kind of play around with where I'm placing the dark, because I was going to use a different color in there, but I'm not quite. There we go. And as you're coloring, it doesn't go over. Let's see, we'll do this one. It doesn't go over the foil, because that just wipes right off. And out of these, we're going to do these right here. And I know I get quiet sometimes when that was a subject we talked about on one of our live demonstrations with Stampin' Up. Oh, I did this one too. And somebody was saying that they can't craft and talk at the same time. Is that you? If it is, let me know. Let's see here. See what do we got in the comments. Comment gallery. Yeah, it is you. Okay, so I'm going to take and put one more, a lighter color in there. And I think I'm going to add a soft sea foam. I think that would look really pretty. So let's see which end. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. I like that. Just for a little bit of kind of, I don't know, a little contrast. Now the die kit, or the dies also have the bodies. So if you want to make black bodies instead of the silver foiled ones, you could cover that with a, with a black foil. Then we're going to go ahead and do this one. And this one at the bottom. Kind of make this one look as like a cousin or something. I mean, the color combinations you could come up with by doing this are going to be amazing. Now I'm going to have the dark here, towards the bottom. Maybe one right here. Yeah, you guys gotta make sure I have to look over every now and then to make sure you could see what I'm doing. And then I think, let's see, we'll use the light. Oh, that's the dark again. Whoops. Oh, no, that is the light. Okay, it is the light. I'm right. Once I do a bigger place, it'll show different. And one here, one there. Oh, I missed a soft sea foam. I'll put that in just a second. That way you've got one going up and one going down. Oh, I forgot I see another small section right there. And then we'll take and put one at the top. And I think I'll just glue them since I already have on. I'm going to put a glue here, and a glue here. And we'll put him right there. And then we'll put this little guy. Let's see. Let's see, where do I want him? Yeah, I think right there will be good. We'll go ahead and put him. They set my glue back over here. I think I'll put him right here. And then, let's see. Here's to a life. Let's see. I'm so lucky to have you. And we're going to glue that on too. Then we get to add some embellishments and we'll be all done for today. And I hope I can find my embellishments because they're on here somewhere. I just was so excited with what I was doing. I wanted to show this to you. There, I'm so happy to have you. Yep, there they are. I knew right where those were. I just had to get to them. And guess what? We're going to use the butterflies. These are the 2026-2028 in colors. And we will use some of the ones that we've used. I think this is the first time I've used these. We'll take and add some bashful or barely blush. And we'll add think we'll just add the pearlized ones because I think that looks really pretty. With the white. And then maybe we'll use a peaceful pine down here. What do you think? Nice easy card, and look at the shine on that. And we actually mixed the pink with the silver. Now, the very last thing I want to show you, and this is absolutely, it was a money saving thing. I put it on my, it was the mistake that I made. And I definitely love showing you guys my mistakes so that you could see that you could take mistakes and make them into beautiful things. Oops, let me see if that's among them. Nope. 1 second. I got lots to clean up when we're done because I've been foiling all morning. Okay, bear with me again because this is so cool. Here it is. Got it, got it, got it. Now, I want to show you what I did wrong. And what I did wrong was, on my shim, I showed you earlier that in my sandwich, I forgot to put my cardstock, and so the foil actually foiled to the shim. It's okay because everything I did after that, you could tell that this is on here still, but none of it came off on my cards. So first of all, mistake, you're okay. Now, what I did, and I'm going to show you the foil that I used. I thought, what if I try to use it a second time? And let me put it on a white piece of cardstock for you. Okay, I'm going to turn that over. Maybe white's not a good idea. Hold on. Let me grab a different color here. There we go. And you can see how that is not just one set of butterflies. This is one set of butterflies. Let me get it to shine for you. There you go. And you can see that one set of butterflies is all one, there's no pieces taken out. Whereas you can see this has got all kinds of parts taken out of it. Now, I'm going to show you what I did with it. I ran it through again, exactly the way that I showed you. And here is my result. You can see where some parts, you've got some broken parts, but when you color that in, you're not going to notice. So don't throw away your mistakes. I'm going to do just like we did before and color that in versus the lighter or the darker. This is the darker. On both sides of it. And I'm just doing this so you could see this. I'll end up using this. I still will use it. But I'm kind of just playing with the colors right now. Oops. When I run this through, that little bit I went over will be fine. Let's see, I want to use this one. I think that's the light. Yeah, it is. Now, can you really tell the difference as I'm coming through and coloring these? That the foiling is any different? You really can't. I think once you put this on a card, it is still going to look just as gorgeous. Now look at that. That is still going to look just as gorgeous, and it still shines. Let me tilt this just right. It still shines the foil, and nobody's going to know the difference. So sometimes you'll be able to get away with it being like this. And if you didn't make a mistake, great. If you did make a mistake, that's okay. This is when I used it just once, and that's when I did it a second time, and you just saw how I colored that in. All right, that's going to be it for today, guys. I want to continue this on Saturday. I know we started on that scrapbook, but this is available for purchase on Friday, July 10th. Today is Tuesday. So, I'm sorry, today's Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, 48 hours at midnight. At midnight on Friday morning, as soon as midnight goes over, it's available. So if you want to stay up till midnight Thursday night, you can do that. I won't mind, but it's available. And again, let me give you that number. Oops, let me find it. There it is. That number for the hot foil system is 170066. It's $160, but it's going to include your unit, both of your heat mats, your shim, your spacer, your tool remover, your cord, everything. The only thing it doesn't include is going to be your foils and your stamps. So think about it. I know it's an investment, but it's going to have loads of uses. And I'm going to be showing lots of those different uses over the next probably week and a half, because I really want you guys to see all that it can do. So I want you to have a fabulous day, and don't forget to craft with confidence. Stay with me. Follow me on YouTube, on Facebook, and if you would share this video on Facebook, subscribe to it on YouTube, I would be so ever grateful. And let other people know so that we can all craft with confidence together. Bye, friends.